I think it was in 1880.
1880?
Yeah, I think so.
My gosh.
It was in about 1880.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time ago.
Yes,
Sure is.
you know.
Maybe a little bit before, but not over 1880. I think it was 1880
Mm-hmm.
when my father told me.
Yeah.
When he got to Fort Stockton. I stayed there in the Army post. He got a job right away there, and he stayed there for quite a while. And then the other guy said, well, I want to go back to Mexico. My father said, I'm not going to Mexico anymore. Well, you can have the horse and you can have the saddle. Okay. Because the horse belonged to the other guy.
Yeah.
And okay. So my father said, well, I'll stay there working until I accumulate a little money. And I figured out, I think I'm going somewhere. I don't know where. He hit the road and come to Balmorhea.
Balmorhea, yeah.
At that time, was no Balmorhea.
Uh-huh.
Was nothing but, I think he said maybe one or two families.
Mm-hmm.
I think the old man Lyles used to live there
Oh, he was already living there?
in Loma.
Grandpa Lyles?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
In Loma?
My father didn't see him.
No. Uh-huh.
He said, I'll stop at the where the spring is.
Yeah.
He says, I'll stop there for a day or two, and then I come to the mountain, to La Buja. It's a, La Buja means those mountains come around up.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh-huh. Yeah.
They used to have a ranch there. He said, I come there, and I told the guy that I'm looking for a job. He said, well, we don't have any jobs here. I have my little cattle. And he said, well, he said, anyway, we can do a little work around the house, clean up, and I can feed you. Okay. He said, my father, he said, I used to clean the house and cook for him, for the guy, had him and his wife. And finally he said, well, why don't you go to Fort Davis? Fort Davis, they got a lot of soldiers. You might get a good job there. Well, where's Fort Davis? He said, the other side of the mountain. You go from here, you go to Seven Springs, and then you get the trail. No roads, trails. And get the canyon, that'll take you to Fort Davis. You can't miss the Army post because you go on the canyon, the Fort Davis was just outside of the canyon, on the side of the canyon.
Uh-huh.
So he said one day, I said, well, I better be going. He said, I come to Fort Davis, and I got a job right away. Cleaning. Had a big lot of soldiers, a lot of Negroes at that time.
Oh, why Negroes?
Well, most of the army was
Ex-slaves or what?
most of the soldiers in Fort Davis was Negroes.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
all the troops was Negroes
Oh.
at that time.
Uh-huh.
A lot of Negroes,
Yeah.
very few white people, white soldiers. A lot of Negroes.
Uh-huh.
They used to fight the Indians.
Oh.
That's
Uh-huh.
what they had it there.
Yeah. So they had to fight the Indians?
Yeah, they had to fight the Indians.
Yeah.
There were a lot of Comanches
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
They used to kill a lot of people in the canyon and all over the Comanches. At that time, there were a lot of Comanches. They go to Marfa, they go to Alpine, and all those mountains, and kill a lot of people, ranchmen and everything. The Comanches.
What year was that, Daddy?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I think at least before 1880.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Must have
That's
been
a long time ago.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And he said, I'll stay there. I got a job. They give me a job. And then one day, he said, I told the guy, well, I think I better take off. He didn't know where.
Yeah.
So he took off. One guy said, well, if you want to go, you go this direction here until you get to a Rio Grande.
Yeah.
You can miss it. Well, he said, well, I better be going. He said, I don't know how long it took me to get to Rio Grande, to Presidio.
Oh, Presidio?
Yeah.
Is that where he met your mother?
No.
No?
He said, I went to Presidio.
Yeah.
I come to Presidio. I come there. They had a Presidio, and below Presidio was another army post.
My gosh, so many army posts?
Yeah.
What were they doing? The Indians, they were killing the
Oh,
Indians?
yeah, the Indians used to go across the river.
There were no boundaries.
No.
No boundaries
Well,
at all.
the Rio Grande.
Yeah, but they wasn't declare a boundary
No.
like you
Nothing
know it
like
today.
that. No immigration, no ranger, no nothing.
None.
So the soldiers used to take care of because the Indians used to come and rob the horses on this side,
Yeah.
take to Mexico, and then go get some cattle from there and go to the
Bring
side,
it back.
and forth.
Yeah.
Not on the Indians, not the bandits too.
Bandits?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was no boundary borders or nothing. It was
Nothing
just
like
back
that.
and forth.
Everything was free.
Open.
If you had a gun,
Yeah.
that's all that counts.
All you needed was a gun.
Yeah. And he said, come to, and I said there. They called it 14. 14.
14?
Yeah.
Like 14, the number 14 or what?
Well, 14 mean that, let me see, 14 mean that it's a name they had that way because the soldiers used to take care of the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
All the
But
time.
it didn't mean the number 14?
No.
No. It was 14, whatever.
They call it El 14, but I mean, that's a Mexican name, I guess. That means that the soldiers there took care of everything.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a fort.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fort, there was a fort, all right, but I think they called it 14. Each day I got there, and I got a job right away. Then he stayed there for quite a while, and then he said, well, I better keep on going along the river and hit to Polvo.
Yeah. Polvo, Bobby.
Yeah.
That's where Tio Rumaldo lived.
Yeah,
Yes.
they used to. My grandfather, on my mother's side, he used to live there.
Yes.
My grandmother, my uncle, my grandmother, uncle, and all the family used to live there.
Oh,